Hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. Yeah, GALA, in yesterday's video I did highlight that I would find it quite probable to make one more low here. And well, we haven't made that new low yet, or at least one more low. Yeah, we haven't made that new low yet, but I think we are on a good way. The move down at the moment here, I must say, looks, however, a little bit corrective. So it will be interesting to see how this is going to play out. Bear in mind, we have reached... see, you can't really count this anyway. This is on Binance. Doesn't really give you a very clear vision here on the 15-minute chart. So what we need to understand is that this could bottom at any time anyway. I'm currently in favor of further downside just because the move up wasn't really convincing yet. But if we now, basically exactly now, yeah, it would need to be now, we're turning around, then we have a possible bottom. And if we then break above the previous high, the reason is maybe this could be an impulse and then an ABC to the downside, and it's now pulled back basically to the 78.6 retracement at 3.56 cents. So when it turns around now, but this is really, guys, the absolute micro level I'm looking at here, then it could, it has a chance to bottom just because the move up, possibly impulsive, really hard to see on the lower time frame with GALA and the volume. And the ABC structure here to the downside in a possible 1-2 setup, but really low probability. In my primary view would still be that we get a bit of further downside. I mean, that is what I'm also seeing for Bitcoin, Ethereum. Again, sometimes you don't get these last lows, and we need to acknowledge that we are in the larger support area. So primary target fulfilled, yeah, reached, and this is now the area where it can turn around. And bear in mind, this is the larger cycle. So the area is quite large. That's why scaling in, I think, is so important. But again, that's no financial advice. It's only what I plan to do and do. But it's the correction of this move to the upside. This impulse is currently getting corrected, and that's not happening, within a day. That takes weeks, as you can see. And due to the distance wave 1 has traveled and advanced, the support area for wave 2 is also quite large. I mean, it's spanning here between 2.57 cents and 3.92. But then again, really, we need to look at the next key support levels, which are 3.36 cents, and then the channel support, and maybe even 2.57. Even though I don't think we get down to that low. I mean, we could do, but at the moment, I would rather be looking at the channel support, maybe the 3.36 cent level. Obviously, we are in this wave 2. We've already done the A wave, we've done the B wave, and we're now coming down in a C wave. This is an attempt of a micro count. Always bear in mind they are not super reliable. Could be that this fifth wave here is unfolding as an ending diagonal. Then we may maybe had here and even if I put it here, maybe an ABC in wave 1, ABC in 2, ABC in 3. It might even be that, yeah. But again, therefore, because there are so many possibilities on the micro level, I normally don't really want to show those micro counts because they get invalidated. People think they are always correct. They have to be correct. But you always have 2 or 3 possible counts. I find this one actually not too unlikely, because what you want to see eventually in a diagonal is 3 waves in each structure, and that looks very much like that. And I'm also still expecting one more low for Bitcoin, Ethereum. So yeah, maybe, one more low here below the previous low, and then we have a chance to turn around from the golden ratio, the 61.8 retracement. You usually have a good chance to turn around. Then again, if you use the channel technique, you also have a good chance to forecast where the C wave low could be, which is when it is going to hit the lower boundary line of the channel. It doesn't always work, the channeling technique, but it's a good guide to where it might head to. Yeah, and then as soon as we see really a break above the previous wave 4 high, that would be a good indication that the low is in the very early one, a very early indication though. Better would be a break into the wave 1 price region here at 3.86 cents. And even better for confirmation would be a break above the wave 2 high at 4.22 cents. And by that time, we probably will have broken out of the channel to the upside, yeah, which would have bullish implications. But for now, everything going according to plan. We come down a little. My view, again, would be to go a little lower here because we just haven't seen enough yet in terms of it's turned around. But yeah, we need to be very clear here. It can turn around at any time. But because I also expect for Bitcoin, Ethereum to go a little lower, I would expect it for GALA as well, which doesn't mean I wouldn't already scale into this area here, and to try to pick the absolute lowest and perfect entry, which often then doesn't happen, right? So we don't want to do that. But yeah, this GALA, it's going to be very interesting in the next few weeks. It's going to be very interesting because this is a larger support area where a wave 2 can be complete, and the third wave could then send us and take us to 10 cents and beyond. Okay, that's my update. Always, and I need to say that before we finish, always, important to highlight that the 78.6 fib level needs to hold. So as long as we're holding this level, this scenario is valid. But if we break below it, this 1-2 setup will get invalidated and we'll probably continue with the bear market. Okay, that's my update about GALA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.